Hello guys, my name is Starfarer, and welcome to a special video. Today we are going to be doing something a little bit different on the channel. For the past several months, I've uploaded exclusively Morrowind content, which is great. I love Morrowind. The idea for my channel is really to be a bit of a gaming channel, where I'm going through playing a whole bunch of old games that I haven't played before that I really probably should have. But a classic game that I always love and play all the time is Minecraft. And some of the Minecraft videos, the few that I've done on the channel, have done really well. And so, because of that, I really wanted to start doing more Minecraft videos, in addition to my other gaming videos and stuff. And so that's what we're doing here. But what we're going to do is, in preparation for a hopeful eventual survival world or something like that, we are going to be going through and touring some of my first ever Minecraft worlds. And so without further ado, I think we're just going to go ahead and get right into it. This right here, you might recognize it, depending on how old of a Minecraft player you are. All like the subreddits and places, they're just like, yeah, you're a super old Minecraft player if you recognize this. And I'm like, when I grew up, like, you were a super old Minecraft player if you had been around when the game was in freaking beta. So this doesn't seem old to me, but I mean, it's probably really old to a lot of you. But this is I think it's like the Title Update 12 Xbox 360 Edition Tutorial World. This is my first ever survival series that really stuck around, that became to be. And it's the world that I played on mostly with me, but also with one of my sisters, and it really became our home, I guess. We had a lot of fun and shenanigans in the world, and so I'm going to be touring the few things that I built in the early days of my Minecraft. We're talking like, I don't know, Minecraft. I got Minecraft for like 2013, so we're probably talking about like 2015, 16, around these times. Our original Minecraft was actually stuck on, we didn't have a fancy Xbox, we didn't have internet connection, and so our Xbox was stuck on basically this version of Minecraft. And everything you're going to see in this world today, it was stuck on this version for literally years, until just before Bedrock Edition even became a thing. Which was rough, but it led to a lot of creativity. And so this is going to be a multi-parter series. This is touring my first survival world. I'm then going to tour my siblings. We had a whole big survival world that all of us played on and got together on. I'll be touring that, because that was really the start of our first ever, I guess, SMP you could call it. And then we'll round it out by touring my first ever Minecraft world, which will hopefully lend itself to an upcoming video project that I have, that I'm really looking forward to. So we're going to see how that all goes out. Alright, so this is my haunted house that I made. It's becoming night, it's raining, it's so fitting for a Halloween thing. Supposedly, we got 30 candies hid inside this thing. 20 are needed. We're going to pull this lever. I don't know if that does anything anymore. But you can totally see the early Minecraft influence if you're familiar with it. Like, these things were everywhere. But, yeah, I mean, this is how I built chairs, apparently. Obviously, it had this weird redstone thing. Oh, those must be the candies, the wool. I think one thing I loved about being stuck on this version of Minecraft for literally years while everyone, like, okay, so the update system, like I said, it was what we call Title Update 12. Oh gosh. It's what we call Title Update 12. Oh, it probably spawned. Nice. And essentially, it was basically everything before there was, like, the only main biomes we had was forest, spruce, birch, that was it. The jungles hadn't even been added, iron golems hadn't even been added. It was very basic. Please don't step on the pressure point. It was very basic. And so I think I just really came to appreciate what we had in the game, because by the time we got the update, they were on like Title Update 54 or some crap like that. And so, you know, 12 to 54, that's a lot of updates that were missed by us just because we didn't have internet. And so I think I really came to appreciate the different styles of buildings and different things you could get away with by just being more creative. And if you follow like the 2B2T server, the one of the oldest Minecraft Anarchy server, they're very similar because they're stuck on updates, and man, those guys are creative as all get out. This is a house we made for our friend George Golem. He went missing, apparently. I'm assuming that's what this is. I think he did, if I remember right. Rip him, he probably died, to be honest. This is our first ever farm, and it is actually working, holy cow. I'm not sure if this is gonna work. But basically, you just sat down here, and you just slaughtered them and collected their drops. It is your standard design, it's still pretty much, I mean, as you can see, it still works. This is when we didn't really know how to build slime chunks. We just dug a random 16 by 16 hole, and we're gonna dig straight to bedrock. And I'm like, it doesn't really work. It's easier just to do it from the bottom. And that's even if that is a slime chunk. This is where we housed more snow golems to farm them. Just sit them here, farm them up. Don't know what this was gonna be. Never obviously made it to fruition. But this is the main place right here. This is what we called Crazy Cookie Island, because that was my game would tag. Great times. We're gonna catch the minecart maybe. Yes. It's a weird system, I know. But this is where all the magic happened. This used to be a mushroom island, but I was like, the grass here is so ugly, and so we just swapped it out. And it used to be vibrant green because it was a mushroom biome, but once we updated to the TU54 version, they had added all the new biomes, and so World Gen changed every biome in our game. And so that's why this is a desert now instead of a mushroom forest. But on Java Edition with the new snapshot, you can actually edit biomes. So hopefully that comes to Bedrock. This is my doghouse, the expanded doghouse. It used to be smaller than this. And currently all the dogs are broken. This is a different account than I originally played on, and none of them are tamed anymore, and they're all just running around like crazy beasts. This is my watchtower. It's where Benson and Jason hung out. They were my snow golem snipers. And we're going to tour the outside first, because I think that's better. This was the expanded dock. I never was really like on board with it, because like it just sticks out of the island kind of weird, I don't know. But this is the hotel. There was a villager there, I think. Very crowded place. Except at the third floor, you got a decent room. You can get not a good view. You can get a decent view out there. It's pretty cool. This was before worlds were even infinite at first. And so this was the corner of the world. And so I wanted to maybe have this whole dock wrap around the island, but it didn't really come to be because we didn't have a lot of room. This is my cake shop. Big Stampy fan back in the days, and so cake was a must on these worlds. And you'll see probably, I don't know if you'll see a lot of his inspiration on this world, but on some of my other world tours you definitely will. Here's some mysterious TNT, don't know where that came from. The George signed variant. We got some Easter armor. I think this is a Bane of Arthropod sword I killed the dragon with or some crap like that. Yeah, I got Bane of Arthropods, and I'm like, this sword is incredible, and I didn't even know what it meant. We actually have the dragon egg. I think I can't remember if I acquired an elytra or not, but I sped around that. That's just the museum. The doors are all broken because when I switched versions, they broke. I don't know. And I just never got around to fixing it because we didn't continue playing. This is the wishing well. And you go down here, you can get all your infinite water sources. I thought it was pretty cool. I love things that are unconventional like that. This was a house I think one of my siblings stayed in. I don't remember. Sorry about all the angry dogs. So this is the main house right here. Basically everything. And I really love this house for two reasons. One is just because it just... I love this little outside area, and I love how they all of this is interconnected. And it's just so unique and unlike anything else. And I just absolutely adore it. So this is the inside of the house. As you can see, it's still decorated for Christmas, but it doesn't matter because it is Christmas. We installed this chimney so Santa could come, which was fantastic. These were some items. My dog saved me. He got exploded or some crap, I don't remember. You got the classic fridge. This design is amazing because you just press a button and it gives you stuff. This is the pantry, and this is what I mean when I say everything is connected. Like, you go through this pantry door, and you're in this weird room, and you go up here, and now you're back in the doghouse. And you can even go down here, and it will take you to whatever this room is. I think this is where I was farming mushrooms. Sounds about right. Actually, this might take us back to the kitchen. Yep, it's all interconnected. Upstairs, this is the bathroom. I really like this roof design still to this day. And I get this, the whole world's basic, right? It's not like what your average people are building nowadays. But it was a starter world, and it holds a lot of nostalgia for me. And you can totally tell. Like, first ever survival world. This is my sister's room. I love how they drop down. My room does it as well. Here's our crafting room and smelting room. That's where we get all our crafting and smelting done. And here's the storage room, which was expanded. It used to not have all this down here, but we expanded it underwater, and you can see everything. That is the new generated terrain, which is why it looks so weird. Old world, new world, old, new. The minecart system you saw up there was you were supposed to eventually have a dump chest. You could dump stuff in and it would come there, which is pretty cool. We're not going to go there yet. There's so many areas that connect. This was the Snow Golem's original room, George. We expanded it so he could have this winter wonderland. And I don't think George exists anymore. Oh no, he wouldn't, because the biomes changed and he burned, because it's an acacia biome. Big sad. Down here, we had a development that never really came to be. This is our nether portal, where we'd actually do stuff. This is where we farm chickens for some reason. Laundry room with terrible integration of the minecarts. You could do your laundry in here. No, great stuff, great stuff. I think that's literally it for this weird down part. And so basically the house was just gonna keep wrapping around deeper and deeper underground, just like spiraling. This is the brewing room. This is really smaller than I remember, but I guess it got the job done. This is the guest bedroom, pretty spacious. Down here, I believe, is the map room. And I want to say there's a secret entrance. Yeah, we gotta pull a lever, I'm guessing that one. Yep, this was a vault. I don't think this is actually a code. I don't think I'm smart enough to have actually built a code. Maybe I was. I think that opens up and reveals a chest. The pool table. This is the map room. So this is the original map of the world. Like literally the world was only this as big as this map. And so there we are in the mushroom biome. I think that's a village. I think that's spawn, yeah. It's pretty cool. You should look up the tutorial world. It's very fun. This just takes you up to the spare bedroom. Probably faster if we go this way. This is our cactus room, so you can farm cactus, although I imagine most of them would just get broken. This is Ender, dog, rest in peace. Our public pool. I remember building this. That was fun. Now we start to get to underdeveloped areas. I really wanted this whole wall just to be glass. You just see all the ocean. And it kind of just gets to this weird area. This was another doghouse. You could access it from here. I can't remember if this is supposed to be a doghouse 2.0 or if this is for my sister's dogs. That sounds right. And that takes you here. See there, it's all connected and I love it because you can get to anywhere fast with these secret tunnels. It's like the Avatar. But this was supposed to take you evidently nowhere. This was a villager ravine that we were going to be building. We were trying to spawn them in because we didn't have villagers nearby on this world. There were villages, but they weren't nearby. We were trying to spawn them out of existence, which you could not do, if I remember right. Okay, we're going to head back up here to the higher parts of the world. Let's hit the hay real quick. Okay, so this is the patio. It's pretty fun. You have your fireplace that surprisingly hasn't burned this place to the ground. Upstairs you had the best part. This was the dance room. This actually did burn down once or twice. But it remained rebuilt after we amplified the fireplace. And I think these were all legitimately acquired on this world. And when I say legitimate, I mean like I didn't do the whole skeleton thing. I mean like I actually found them because it was all part of the tutorial. We have a nether wart. No, that's a tool area. Our nether wart farm is down there. This is our observatory. I think there's a secret entrance here. You could observe the stars, our chonky telescope. I really like this room. It's so fun. I swear. Oh yeah, here's the secret entrance. That goes down to the storage room, I believe, that we were looking at earlier. That I said I wouldn't go to. And this just takes you up here for no apparent reason whatsoever. Go down our chimney. This is the tower. I really love this area. I'm not sure the whole point of it, besides just to have a tower. There was supposed to be additional storage. I guess that works. The tower is cool because it hosts a library. And you can get a nice view of basically, that's scary, of basically the whole island. It's very fun. But you can see where the new terrain just generated. And it kind of ruined the fun of the world a little bit. Because it's like, you know, it used to be infinite ocean for all the eye to see. Now it's just a bit of an eyesore. Plus, desert is not my favorite biome. Even though I live in a desert in real life. And I don't mind it. This was our chicken coop. There's only 2 chickens in there now. We got like, I swear we got quadruplets to spawn. Which I think is statistically possible. From 1 egg. I know you can get twins. But I swear we got quadruplets. Could be wrong though. Let's go down here. This is the fishing wharf. You could also go back and I think get to the mushroom farm or something we were at earlier. I don't know. It's all interconnected. It's just so much fun. But this is where we'd go do fishing. And back in the day, we would fish quite a bit. That was supposed to be another slime farm. Never came to be. Here's a little campsite thing, I guess. Some dogs down there now. Because I think that fire was burning things. This is our animal farm. We got our mushrooms. This is perfect. Fill her up, please. You have a chance to get suspicious stew from these guys? I thought that was only from brown cows. Interesting. Very interesting. Here's storage room for all that. Those were our hay bales, the yellow wool. And we expanded it because we needed more sheep. And so we built a really big sheep farm over here that we kind of blocked a little bit. I really liked the sheep farm. See, our pigs were all out here. You can see the mice, whatever that's called. But yeah, all the sheep were individually placed. If we had carpets, we would have just used that, because this is a nightmare to navigate. This is our egg farm. That's the words. The chickens just vibe up there. They apparently can go down it now. They're not supposed to be able to do that. And they would just infinitely drop eggs. And this was before hoppers even existed, so they couldn't be auto-collected. This was going to be a rooftop restaurant. Never came to be. Here is our tree farm, which is one I've used in other worlds as well. Pretty simple. You had a platform up there to prevent the oak trees from becoming the giant ones, and oak trees can all grow right next to each other, so you just plant saplings all right there, and they just grow into one massive block, and you just chop them down. Storage unit. This is the farm. Back in the day, melons used to actually be a decent food source, and so we use that quite a bit. But we've expanded it. This is our dog park. We expanded it to have wheat and pumpkins, because those were pretty much the only crops you could actually grow, which is depressing. Hey, there's a village over there now. So this was Crazy Cookie Island. To kind of end it out, we're going to go visit my sister's island that we were starting to develop. Because we had shared this base, and we had wanted to expand. And so we were moving on to developing her own place. And so that's going to be over yonder. I don't think there's much here, but we're going to check it out. Because it never came to be. But arguably a way nicer island. Except for when we had the green grass. That was nice. But as you can see, everything's just really basic, but it brings back a lot of good memories. Alright. So, I'm thinking this was just a mob slaying area. I don't think that was ever actually supposed to be something. I think this was the start of her house. Unlike the island one, we just started building it and didn't like go part by part. It was mainly a birch forest, and I think we planted the spruce trees. This is her like sushi fish shop, something like that. You go fishing, catch all the fish, and then sell them, which is pretty neat. I don't think we quite had an economy going, but I think once, if she ever had properly settled in on the island, she probably would have. I just really would have loved to see this island get developed. I really like it. And it's just a big missed opportunity. Got night vision, I guess. Visibility. Is that what that is? I don't know. Night vision, I'm assuming. This was supposed to be a pet store, I think. Farm Friends or something? I don't remember. That honestly might be it. Let's see, is there anything back here? Not quite, no. But that was... So this was my first ever survival world. This is kind of where my love for survival began, because when I started Minecraft, I started on creative mode. And we were going to tour that world later, because I have some extra plans for it. Eventually. I hope they come to fruition, I really do. But it's where I learned to love survival and really enjoy it. And I think this world eventually ended in some creative mode stuff, as it really happens a lot, unfortunately. But for the most part, it was a world that was a lot of fun to play on, and brings back a lot of great memories. And so, plans for the next videos, we are going to be, for the month of December, we're going to have a lot more Minecraft videos coming out just in general. We have 2 more tour videos coming out. The next one is a tour of all 4 of my siblings. Well, all 4 of us. We had a survival SMP all together. We're going to go tour that, which is much bigger and kind of cooler. Because that is when we first moved to... We started it on this world, but we eventually moved to Bedrock. And so that's when you get to see a lot more things. We get to see us get smarter, and then we'll revert back to my first ever Minecraft world for the final world tour. And then at some point we really need to do a tour of my brother's first Minecraft world, because that world, we still play on it to this day, and it's a creative world. But let me tell you, like, I don't want to get you too hyped, because I don't know if we're going to record a video on it, but it is so sick. I'll have to, no, I don't want, yeah, you'll see. But this has been the tour of my first ever survival world. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.